Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And this is all the stuff I had left from that previous video. It's going to kind of be a mashup video. Bill Morgan believes XRP would break its 6-year-old all-time high of $3.84 this year. Morgan sees this possibility regardless of whether Ripple's lawsuit concludes. He disclosed that he is buying more XRP as Bitcoin reached a new all-time high. So what are your thoughts on this? Because people are speculating both ways. Some people say the case has to come to an end before XRP sees a new all-time high. Other people say we don't need the case to end because we got legal clarity for XRP. What's your opinion? Put it in the comment section down below. My thoughts are this. I think we will see a new all-time high this year. And then I think the case will end at some point along the way, sending the price of XRP even higher. Ripple exec doesn't see XRP as a lottery ticket. Ripple's David Schwartz views XRP not as a speculative gamble, but as a volatile asset with potential for gradual appreciation. So he's saying we could see gradual upward movement. He also talks in this article about the AMM as well and how people could get passive income from it. Me personally, this is the way I look at it. If XRP achieves a new all-time high this year, we are going to see a lot of new XRP millionaires. You know, later, I think the price of XRP will continue upward based on its own utility. But David himself said if they're utilizing XRP for cross-border payments, it cannot be at a cheap price. So the price has to be higher. So you could look at this as a lottery ticket, or you could look at it as an investment that's going to be a long-term investment that continues to bring more and more value over time. But along the way, people are going to continue to become millionaires over and over again. It's all in the way that you see XRP or how you personally live your life. Because everybody always says, how much XRP do I need to retire? How much XRP do I need to be a millionaire? It depends on how long you're willing to hold it. And it also depends on how much money you need to retire. Everybody's life is different, so nobody could give you an actual number on this. And I looked at it multiple ways over time, and I can never come to a conclusion on what the right number is. Just buy as much as you possibly can while the price is cheap. That's the best way to look at XRP. Should you be looking out for a price dip? The liquidation charts show that XRP has a bullish trajectory for now. Now they're saying that it could fall down into the 40-some cent range. And I always told you, prepare because that could very well happen. Nobody really knows. People speculate. A lot of people say we got to plummet down and then skyrocket. Other people are saying that they're going to force it to plummet down in price to shake you out as well. But we could take off on XRP right now. Nobody really knows. XRP payment giant Ripple appoints new chief financial officer. Ripple's been making a lot of changes in their leadership at Ripple. They changed their CFO. They're also changing their senior vice president at the same time. So is Ripple planning to go in a different direction? You also got to remember, we're going towards tokenization now. We're going towards custody and even carbon offsets and carbon credits. Plus, cross-border payments are still going to happen over time. So I think Ripple changing, their senior staff around could mean that they're planning for something much bigger this year. XRP market dominance has fallen in just the last 5 days since when I last reported from 1.47% to 1.32%. Now, XRP dominance is falling right now, but this can turn around very fast as Bitcoin's dominance starts to fall. We have seen that happen in the past, but I always like to stay more focused on the DXY. When the value of USD goes down substantially, all things measured in US dollars presents the illusion that they are all going up in value. It's the same reason that when you see the DXY fall, even gold starts to take off, and that's what's happening right now. But if you look at the DXY, some people say, well, we're about to see a run up on the DXY. Other people are saying, no, it's going to go up a little bit and then fall down even more. So we're going to have to wait and see. But the reason I look at the DXY is because when that starts to fall, crypto really starts to take off. We could see a blow off top for crypto and the stock market. Mr. Brooks Entwistle, 10% of the world's GDP could be tokenized by 2027. Take a listen.
We actually believe and put a lot of faith behind this World Economic Forum report that says that just a huge percent, 10% of the world's GDP could be tokenized by 2027 in some form or another. And if you really believe that and can get behind what that means, that's pretty exciting. And we think that, that these topics we're discussing today enable us all, and really all.
So do you believe Brooks Entwistle or do you believe Franklin Templeton? Because the lady from Franklin Templeton says that this is going to happen by 2025, 10%. And by 2027, we could already be at like 30, 40%. And that would bring a lot of value onto the XRP ledger. It would bring a lot of value onto a lot of these crypto networks, really pushing the price of these cryptocurrencies. If I was to say what I see things moving much quicker now. And people have been saying last year, all throughout the year, that 2024 is the year that tokenization really starts to boom. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But think about that. If tokenization started to happen at a very big level this year, all of a sudden, new all-time highs, we would blow past them like they're standing still. Consistent traffic and volume growth that is exceeding expectations on FedNow. Adoption and enthusiasm for instant payments is growing and will soon become a reality for all financial institutions. Digital wallets rapidly replacing bank accounts. Now, one thing I did notice is the banks are now pushing digital wallets all of a sudden. And I think they're doing that is because they're trying to keep up with the direction we're going in. You know, more and more people are breaking away from the traditional banks. We've seen it happen all throughout 2022 and 2023, especially the younger generation. They're pushing towards cash apps and other venues. Other people are pulling their money out of the banks and getting invested in crypto. But we are going to see the rise of digital wallets. But along with digital wallets, I think we're also going to get digital IDs, and I'm not a fan of that. XRP holders, hold the damn line. Citibank, one of the world's largest liquidity providers in the world, doesn't give a damn about your meme coin. They want cross-border liquidity. XRP. XRP is the most demanded crypto in the world. Take a listen to this.
For Citi token services for cash and for trade. So now what we can do is we can move tokenized deposits around Citi's corridors. Right now it's just US and Singapore with aspirations of adding another 3 to 5 in the next near term. Well, it's great that we have this internal token, but our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity. So it's key that now that we have the infrastructure of the platform built internally, we work with like Regulated Liability Network and other participants about how do we solve these difficult issues as an industry. And there's still a lot of questions out there, but this FMI that RLN aspires to be is extremely positive.
So she pretty much just told you that the JP Morgan coin, nobody wants it. They want cross-border, cross-bank payments. They want to use XRP, and they also want to utilize that on-demand liquidity. And that's why I said, no matter how you look at this, they're going to choose XRP time and time again. All we need is one bank to go live with it, especially here in the United States. Interesting. He stated, public ledger, we shall see what the future holds. Now, when people always talk about the private ledger and the public ledger, take a listen to what this guy says here.
At every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every bottle of fine wine, every collectible car, every piece of real estate, every private business, everything of value in the world will eventually be a token. This adoption of technology, this evolution, it's not a revolution, it's an evolution of technology, that everything of value will be a token on a blockchain. Not a coin, not a thing, it's literally a line item on a public ledger. Everything of value will be that. And every transaction of value will happen in digital assets. You don't need the pieces of paper. Wipe out all of DTCC, which processes $1.8 quadrillion a year.
So think about that, okay? Everything is going to end up on a public ledger. But what about the private ledger? The banks still want that, especially the central banks. They want it more than anyone because they want to keep all their customers' data safe at the same time. Now, when it comes to tokenized assets, I think those would end up on the public ledger. I think a lot of the transactions will be seen on the public ledger, but I still think we're going to have private ledgers for banks. And David Schwartz has already told us that there's not two prices for XRP. People are still arguing that every single day. Then there's the US debt clock. Make the impossible possible. And you see the angels on the debt clock this time around. You also see JFK, debt to wealth. And I think the debt clock has been warning us for a while now on what's coming, because most people could see it coming at this point. It's no longer a secret what they're actually trying to do. They're trying to take down this system and replace it with a different system. Wipe away all the debt, wipe away the inflation, and then incentivize everyone to jump on board with their CBDC. That's what I think the plan is. And everybody's pushing towards gold-backed currency right now. The BRICS are really amping up around that. Think about XRP moving gold-backed currency around the world. At that point, we will be cashing out into gold or something else. We're not going to be cashing out in US dollars, not even digital US dollars. We will have an alternative when that time comes. Fourth Industrial Revolution. Take a listen to Chris Larson.
Think about the fourth industrial revolution. This is all about the web merging together with the physical web, merging together with sort of the human web, if you will. I would add another one to that, and we would call that the Internet of Value. So think of, in terms of where we're going, of billions of devices, which are not only internet connected, but actually hold small amounts of value. So they can literally be economic actors themselves. So our phones, our cars aren't just trading information. They're actually trading payments and money with people and with each other and with companies. That just really opens up the scope of where our global economy is going. So we think this is sort of a key part of the puzzle of trying to make this fourth industrial revolution as, positive and productive for.
So when he talks about the fourth industrial revolution, like I said many times, it comes down to more than just one cryptocurrency. He talks about machine payments, car payments. That would be IOTA. But then there would be digital cross-border payments. That would be XRP. XLM would be utilized there as well. There's going to be digital trade where we see XDC involved with payments. Algo is going to play a very big role. Then we're going to see QNT holding all of this together like the internal operating system. And it's such an exciting time. And even HBAR is going to play a role, and Casper. There's a few others. There's some that haven't even been mentioned yet as part of ISO. But as this starts to happen, we're going to realize what we were actually invested in. Because the fourth industrial revolution is going to make a hell of a lot of people a hell of a lot of money. And we are going to be those people. That's when we will see XRP and the rest of these ISO cryptocurrencies reach their maximum value. And then now we're merging with the fifth industrial revolution as well with AI. And it's an exciting time ahead. But you got to stay patient to get there. And that's why I'm always telling you, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. Because this is the one chance you have in your lifetime. And it's right there in front of you right now. It's the same reason I'm always talking to people outside of crypto and trying to explain to them how big this actually is. But you know, you have to have a little bit of like understanding of crypto. You got to understand it from a crypto investor's point of view. Everything we've seen play out over the past 4, 5, 6 years, it's all leading us up to this point right now. And now you can see it coming together perfectly. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.